And there is so much of it. We did make a list of some of the communities we should try to make it to, one of those being Chimney Rock. We, however, could not get in or anywhere close to Chimney Rock. It is impassable in many ways, devastated roads. They are literally crumbling. We drove through some of those paths yesterday, and it was extremely dangerous. We had to stop, pull off, and turn around. But Tavian Whitehurst is seeing this damage for the first time with his own two eyes. You know what we've been saying from here, but it's different when you see it in person.
Very much so, and it's something that I noticed as well, just kind of forecasting from the Weather Center, even with the damage that we saw in our community in East Tennessee. Hearing about it, seeing the pictures is not the same thing as driving up on it and seeing it for the first time. Or for example, even getting to the location we're at now, driving up to parts of the roads and seeing that there are chunks missing and there are cones that I need to drive around and debris, things like that. It's a very jarring sight, especially kind of in these dark nighttime settings that we're in right now. But with that, focus, I should say, is also starting to shift over into the aid. And so I went to the Asheville Regional Airport and spoke with their Chief Administration Officer, Tina Kinsey, and she told me a little bit more about how the airport has been ready for flyers and aid since really after the storms passed.
The airfield was operational right after the storm. We did an inspection, we looked, we knew that we could accommodate aircraft. But you have to remember, after the storm, there were still very strong winds, and that affected the ability for aircraft to operate. Then for the commercial side of things, what really impacted the operations was the lack of connectivity.
And that lack of connectivity, Abby, has been a huge factor in what has slowed things down. I mean, even we, just our little inn, just finally got power last night, and it felt like such a miraculous moment. But there are so many people around town who are not going to see that moment for a while, especially in some of those smaller communities. And so that's what I'm going to focus on in the next half hour.
Well, and the people in this community of Fairview are struggling without cell phone service. They've been very frustrated about the fact that Verizon signals do not work when they are supposed to work in an emergency situation. We're going to talk more about the struggles of these residents behind these gates coming up. Raya?
It's hard to even imagine what they're going through right now. Thank you, guys.